Well, hi again everybody, welcome to my latest video. Well, in this video I'm going to do a product review. This product, the Ruipro Fiber Optic HDMI Cable, and they also sell them in DisplayPort versions as well, will allow you to hook up a monitor at considerable distance from your computer and at the same time be subject to almost no noise that a normal copper cable would be subjected to. You could run it by equipment, you could run it by other electronic stuff that's producing electronic noise, static, whatever, and it will not affect this particular type of cable. Fiber optic, just like with the network cables that come in fiber optic form, they will only be affected if you were to cut the cable or you subject it to a very large magnetic force, which could alter the light in some way, but that's very rare. So for all practical purposes, it would not be affected by anything. And you get the extra length too, just like you get with regular fiber optic network cable. Full disclosure, this product was sent to me free of charge for review. If the vendor wants it back, I will return it as long as they're willing to pay for the shipping to do that. So my point here is not to get a free cable out of it, but to review a product for my viewers that they might find useful in a particular use case. If I do get to keep this, or even if I don't, I may buy one. I probably wouldn't buy one that's 33 feet. I'd probably buy one that's about half that length and run it from this computer over to a monitor, a large screen, probably not 8K, but probably a 4K monitor that I would put over there, a regular TV monitor that I could view this screen on rather than this little 2.5-inch screen that my camera has on it. Make it a lot easier for me to see the framing of the picture and everything that's going on. So I do have a use case for it, if it comes to that. So let me open this up now, show you what's inside, and then I'll hook it up to this computer. I don't have a 8K monitor that this theoretically supports, but I do have a couple of 4K monitors here, so I'll hook it up to the second one and we'll see what it looks like. Even though it's relatively close, I'm not going to pull it off of its wall mount at this point. It's still the same length cable that's involved. So it'll show you that this cable, which is 33 feet long, will function as if it's using a 3 or a 6 foot cable. At least that's what I expect it to do. Let's open it up. Okay, it's a pretty straightforward box here. Cut the tape. What's in here? Looks like we got some instructions on how to hook it up. It actually has a connector that has to provide power to the light sources. So let's see what we got here. I believe this is the connector that they're talking about. So you connect either side of it. You don't need the power on both sides, only on one side. Preferably the side that's on the PC or whatever device is that's driving the source. So if you take this, let me pull this cable out of here. Anything else in here? No, that's pretty much it. Fiber optic cable. They even used a sort of aqua green color that a lot of fiber optic cables use. They got nice little tie wraps on here that look like they are reusable. Yeah, so I can pull these guys off. I could restring it later if I want. All I'm trying to do is take a couple of feet off of this. I'm not going to take the whole thing off of it at this point. And then we have the standard HDMI ends to it. It actually says which one should be the source and the destination on it if you look at it carefully here. So the green one says source, the red printing says display. Okay, so they do define it very carefully there that that's the way it should be hooked up. Standard HDMI, and we pull these little protectors off. Standard connectors, nothing unusual there. The smarts are actually inside of the cable itself. In most cases, it's the source that you probably want to put this on because where it draws the power, it's going to use standard USB 2.0 to actually generate the power that's needed for this. It's probably using a wire just for power that's being passed through along with the fibers because it allows you to put it at either end. Some monitors actually have a USB 2.0 on them, so you could actually hook it up to those monitors. But I'm going to hook it up to the source, in this case, my PC. So I'm going to take this little pass-through and I'm going to connect it up like such. And then I'll be able to connect this little USB 2.0 up to the PC. And then this end here will go to the monitor. Okay, so I will take this HDMI source. I will connect it up to one of the HDMI connectors I have on my video card right here, like that. And then I'll take the USB 2.0 and I'll connect it. I don't have any USB 2.0s back here, but I got a USB 3.0 and I'll connect it up to that. So now we should have power driving this. Now let me go hook it up to the monitor. And now I will hook up the display end of it to one of my HDMI ports here. And just to avoid confusion, I'll disconnect the normal display port one that I have connected to this PC, like that. So that way there's no confusion, it doesn't see two monitors connected. As you can see here, I have the cable hooked up, still mostly spun in that pile there, and connected up to the monitor, to the second HDMI port. And up on that screen right now, I have my channel, and it looks good. I could actually go in here and play my little video. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. And it looks good, definitely 4K. Okay, so it works fine. Like I said, I really don't have an 8K monitor to try. This is a 4K monitor, and it seems to work fine. So I think this is a very good cable that if I don't get to keep it, I will definitely buy one similar to it and use it to mount up a monitor on the opposite end of this wall here. Just to let you know what I mean here, in my studio I have a wall here that is just sitting there with a clock right now, which would be great if I could put a monitor up there. And there's one of our cats sitting there grooming herself. Well, that completes this quick little review of this Ruipro Fiber Optic HDMI cable. As I said, it comes in various lengths, and I'll put the link down below in the notes to this video if you're interested in buying one of these. I will probably wind up using either this one or another one, either in this studio or in my backup studio downstairs. So if you've found anything useful in this video, if you could consider subscribing to my channel, that'd be very helpful. And then you get a notification, when I decide to do something with these studios where I put this thing to use. So until then, take care, stay healthy, and be safe.